Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I want to talk a little bit about what it takes for me to get prepped throughout the week for our portable church. So being a portable church, there's a lot of things that come along with that. I don't have all the gear that we use on Sundays that's just available to me and sitting in a building that I can go and tweak and work on or anything like that. So there's things that come back and forth with me that I have to prep throughout the week. There's also times I have to remember to grab things out of the trailer when we're packing up and loading up so that I have them if things need to be changed. So I just wanted to go through a few of the things that I have to keep in mind, the way that I kind of set up my workflow throughout the week to be able to be prepped and ready for Sundays. So I've done a video already that's called The Things That Go in the Truck. You can check out that video in this link tag up here, those things, whatever, that here somewhere. Yeah, you can check that out up there, but there's a lot of pieces that go along with that, and the whys, I bring those things back and forth, obviously. So first and foremost, obviously, are my guitars, my pedal board, those come home with me. I do currently use an 11 rack that is loaded into our stage cart that is just there all the time. It's just sent to a simple, clean amp. I don't even remember which one right now. I'll do a video on that 11 rack another time because it is older technology that is actually working really great for my purposes. But that doesn't come home with me, but my pedal board and my guitar do. And so I'll tweak my pedals if I need to. I really want to get to a place where I'm setting up individual patches and songs on my pedal board. I've got the Boss ES5 now that I want to kind of build that way. I am thinking about getting the Line 6 Pod Go because that looks amazing with those Helix sounds in a more portable, compact, cheap, budget-friendly unit. So I am looking at maybe getting one of those. But my guitar and my pedal board come home with me, so obviously I can tweak and practice and rehearse throughout the week. I have 2 laptops that come home with me, and then another one goes home with my producer. So one of the laptops is sitting behind me back right there. It becomes my desk workstation that I plug into my monitor, and it's what I do all of my video editing, graphics editing, photography, anything like that. That work gets done on that machine. That is also my clicks computer. So I'll use it to set up all of our clicks and tracks for Sunday. We currently use Digital Performer, not my favorite. I'll talk about that some other time. I do want to switch over to Ableton, but for right now, it's been serving us really well for the last 2.5 years. So I'll set up all of our clicks on that, and that will go back and forth with me. That will go to our rehearsal space as well when we are getting ready to do our rehearsals. The other computer that comes home with me is this guy right here, 15-inch MacBook Pro. That one is also 15-inch. That's the one with the touch bar. I believe that one is a 2018, pretty decently spec'd out so I can do video work. This one is an older one. I believe this one is 2015 maybe. So this one is our CG computer. So really I don't use it a ton throughout the week, but I'll get it set up with our CG, our Pro Presenter setup, so that it's ready to go on Sunday. I tend to get message from my pastor. I get his message notes either Friday night or Saturday morning generally. So I'll generally wait till Saturday morning and I'll go through and set up the entire service flow, make sure all of our songs are in there appropriately and all of that is set up, and get all of his message notes plugged in Saturday morning. And we do use Subsplash. We have an app there. So I'll then take his notes and put them into the notes feature of our Subsplash app so that people who are coming to church can jump into the app, take notes in there. It's actually really useful. Not sponsored. You can check out Subsplash if you want though. But so this computer will get set up generally on Saturday morning with all of our songs, all of our announcement slides, everything like that gets set up into Pro Presenter generally Saturday morning. So that one comes back and forth with me, and that's really all it gets used for. The other computer that goes home with my producer is he does all of our lighting cues. So it's our lighting computer. We actually just got a new computer for that, just a simple MacBook Air. Doesn't have to be anything super powerful. We use Jan's Vista for all of our lighting. And then we have a Jan's M1 for our console and our DMX output. So the DMX console, the M1, that stays in the trailer, but he brings the lighting computer home and he can build all of the show cues for the upcoming Sunday on the laptop. Now, something I would suggest, we don't have it right now, but I'm about to get this set up for him to find the right one for it. Because he can't see all of the lighting that's being done. All he's seeing is right there on the computer. And the Jan's display is not necessarily the most user-friendly to look at all the time. So he's building all of his lighting cues, not necessarily knowing where things are pointing, how things are looking, and he's doing a really good job visualizing it that way. So if you have software like that you're having to do this, I would suggest going and getting a visualizer to go along with the software. There is a visualizer that you can get to go along with the Jan's Vista software that I'm going to install here very soon for him, and it'll give kind of a 3D live view of what's happening with the lights, so it'll make it a little bit easier for him to program them as he's sitting at home at his kitchen table or desk or whatever he's doing. So that's the other computer that goes home, that goes with my producer. Every now and then I'll bring it home and I'll do that, but he tends to take care of the lights. He's really good at it, so I just leave that to him. So 3 computers come home. Also, another piece that comes home is our camera. We do a single camera shoot in the back to capture our Sunday services. So that camera will come home with me. I could just bring home the card, the SD card that goes in it, but I'd rather bring home the whole camera. There are a lot of pieces in place to store a lot of our gear that I feel that they're safe in there. Our camera doesn't have that same type of thing. So I'd rather bring it home. I also might use that camera periodically throughout the week for different video shoots that I'm doing that we're trying to get together for Sundays as well. So that comes home with me as well. Now there are some important things that often I forget to bring home with me that are pretty important, that I have to remember that I need these. So we currently have the Behringer X32 rack unit that we use for our Sunday services, run it all off of iPad. Also in it, I have the card that allows you to record all 32 channels to an SD card. So there have been times where the audio feed that we have going into the camera has been screwed up for whatever reason, and I need to go back and I need to get those external channels from the recording to create my audio for our video for the week. And there's been times where those cards have not been taken out of the console, and I've had to go pull our trailer out, open up, pull out cases, get into the right case so I can get those cards out. So I make it really abundantly clear to our front of house people, those cards have to come out. I may not need them every week, but without fail, whenever I've needed it, it's been in the trailer and I've had to go get it. So we make sure that those get taken out every week, so I make sure that I have that backup of the audio just in case. And also, because we are running just a single camera feed like that and the audio just goes into the camera, if I do ever want to produce some of the music, some of the worship from that day, I need those cards and those tracks so that I can actually go and edit and produce that appropriately, because what's going into the camera is not edited, it's just kind of there to get sound in. The only thing I've really tweaked is our pastor's mic, because all we generally put up online is his message. But if we ever get to the point where I am adding more music, or the times that I do special event type of music stuff, I need those cards to be able to do a good mix down in Logic to be able to get that to work appropriately. Something else that you might forget in the trailer that can be often very important, simple things. Invite cards. So this past Christmas, we were doing our parade, and the Christmas invites were left in the trailer again. So that meant when we went to go do that special invite and we were going to be laying them in seats for people to be able to find with a candy cane when they got there for the parade, that meant we had to go to the trailer, pull it out, pull out cases, and get to those Christmas invites. And we've had to do that a lot, and that's on us for just forgetting and not telling the team, hey, make sure to pull this box out. But those are the types of things you need to be very aware of. Hey, if I need these really need to come out of the trailer. Don't just let them get stored away, or you're gonna be going and trying to grab this stuff and making a big headache for yourself. So that's often things that I'm trying to remember. When do we need things? What do we need? A lot of times that stuff can stay in there, but sometimes you need it. Sometimes I do need the Behringer X32 to come back with me so that I can update firmware or things like that, or else I'm gonna have to go pull out the trailer and get it throughout the week, and that's not really time effective. Another piece that I have to remember every now and then is when we're doing set changes, all of our carts are set up so on one side is all of our storage, on the other side we turn it around, it's got set design there. But anytime I need to change set design, I need to take out the racks that hold that in and take those back with me, do my design, and then those can pop back in. It's the type of things that's not all the time, but if I don't remember it when I need it, then I've got to go digging through the trailer, and that's not super helpful. The biggest tip that I can give you on doing all of this is make checklists for yourself and make sure you're paying attention to them. I've done this in the past where I've made a checklist and not paid attention to it. I'm getting better about that. But start to make checklists for yourself. Make reminders for yourself for these different pieces. When you need something, make sure you have it, because you're gonna spend most of your time without the majority of your gear. So make sure you have what you need. You can produce the things that you need throughout the week, and make sure those things are coming home with you and that they're getting back there appropriately. Hope that was somewhere helpful, a little bit of insight into how we kind of run our stuff, what I bring home, what I'd work on throughout the week. I'll get into more specifics another time. I'll talk about how I set up Digital Performer. I'll show you a little bit more maybe about ProPresenter. I'm actually really excited to get into ProPresenter 7 hopefully soon. It's got some extra added features that I've been hearing about that look fantastic that I'm excited about. But that's for another video. I'll show you our Jans another time. But I hope this was helpful, just a quick insight into what we do, what I need to remember, and just keeping track of what you need out of the trailer throughout the week so you can do your job appropriately and be ready for the next time the trailer is there and you're setting up for your Sunday mornings. Have a fantastic day. Do all the things that YouTube tells you to do, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and we'll see you guys next time.